What's up guys, Mr. Wright here. Today I want to talk about secrets of the PlayStation Longbox. Now if you don't know what a PlayStation Longbox, it is this. When PlayStation first released, their games came in these long boxes. Now this is the first game I ever played on PlayStation 1, Jumping Flash. This game was tremendous. It gave a great sense of 3D. You're like this robot rabbit jumping around, shooting stuff. It was really weird, but at the time, it was like nothing I ever played before. And this game holds a special place in my heart because it was one of the first Sony PlayStation games that I played when I rented alongside Battle Arena Toshinden and one more game that I never could think about. I think it was Ridge Racer, but you know, that was like a long time ago. Now I want to share some secrets about the PlayStation Longbox. Did you know there are 3 different versions of the PlayStation Longbox? Like I showed you before, this is Jumping Flash. This came in a Ridge type of case. So this case right here, and as it gets older, the glue comes off. You can easily kind of glue that back together or get a better copy. Ridge Longbox. What I like about this is that, you know, the manual's on the side, right? And it has artwork inside the long box, like advertisement for like upcoming PlayStation stuff. This one is talking about the PlayStation mouse, the memory card, the link cable, and the controller, as you can see right there. Then on the other side, it shows different games are getting ready to come out on the PlayStation 1 system back in the day, which that is pretty cool. As you can see, the disc is super nice. I love this game, I really do. And then the instruction booklet is long, it's paused, but it's a tall, long instruction manual. Then the second one, and the easiest ones to replace, is the Longbox Sega Saturn, Sega CD type of jewel case. As you can see right here, it is a full jewel case, long box. You still to this day can still replace this just like the Sega Saturn. Oh, and here, this copy, it came with stickers for your memory card. Put that back like right here. The manual is still here on the outside, so that's great. That's cool. Then they had the good old, I like it because if you can find a very good copy of this style, it's great. This is like the cardboard long box type. So as you can see, it's all cardboard. It looks like it got a ridge on the side, but it's not. It just simply cardboard. And it's very simple, y'all. Look, you got the game, you got the little squeegee thing that keeps the like CD from like breaking, and you have the long box manual, which this manual is really good. Loaded. You should play this game loaded. It's really good. So 3 different styles of the PlayStation Longbox. Now, I completed that set years ago, but I ended up having to sell it because, you know, my cards broke down. Long story, go check it out on our channel. But I'm recollecting all the Longbox. I got like 39 more to go. I can't remember how many in the set. It's been so long ago. I haven't updated my notes in my iPhone, so just go check that video out. But I still will be updating it during the PlayStation Pursuit, so make sure you check that out too. But here's the crazy part that I found out is collecting this, right? The PlayStation Longbox set actually had several jewel case variants. This is crazy because some of these jewel case variants are super hard to find and expensive and rare. So let's talk about some of these expensive and rare games. So you just saw we got D, right?
Pause.
Pause? Pause what?
Now this game is like 125 bucks, right? It's already expensive. But try to find the jewel case variant of D. I remember I had this a while ago, right? I had this about 2-3 years ago. And it took me another 3 years to find because trying to find this on eBay is crazy. If you put in D,
Pause.
you just can't hardly find it. And what's so crazy about trying to find this on eBay, the UPCs are the same. So even if you have the UPC for this one and you look up D PlayStation, it's difficult to find this. Even difficult to find it out in the wild. If you see this as a show, get this. I don't want to say what the price on this. It's pretty expensive. So I don't want to be like, oh, raising the price on something. Another hard to find one is NBA Live 96. This is easy. This one, it's a few on eBay. If you have this one, pick it up. It's not too expensive, about 50 bucks, a little bit less sometimes, but try to, and also too, remember it has to have the NBA sticker on there. All right, here's the next one. Both of these versions are expensive. It just matters on which one you find first. We have Into the Hunt. Now, Into the Hunt is a great game. It's kind of like Metal Slug, but underwater. That's how I think about it. It's a very, very good game. If you're collecting, you might want to look out for both of these. I would say the jewel case variant is the more difficult to come across, especially in good condition. Luckily, I found this one on eBay severely underpriced, and I got this game quick. Another difficult one. Both of these is crazy. So we got Wipeout. So here's Wipeout. You got the jewel case variant, which the jewel case variant of this right here is kind of cheap, but the long box of Wipeout is kind of crazy because, right, let me show you the difference. All it is a slip cover. This slip cover is what makes this game expensive. So you will see this all day on eBay, all day. But if you run across a slip cover, get the slip cover because it's just one of those things in collecting, guys, that makes it, you know, expensive for no apparent reason. So just make sure you watch out for that. I want an update copy, but I'm not gonna pay for that. I'm happy for what I got. It's okay. Here's another one. Finding this one out in the wild, you can find this, both of these. PGA Tour 96. Online, this is between like 30 and 50 bucks. If you can see right here, I did find this at Game Exchange for like $9. The same version like this is $9. Some stores will charge that. Be on the lookout for this one right here. This is the special one to look out for on the long box. As you can see, and even the back on it is pretty different. You can see right here. We'll try to get B-roll on that, but look at that. It is very different. Great game. If you see, it says PGA Tour 96, same thing, which I had a little floaty, a little spongy thing, always falls out. But this is a very good copy of PGA 96 because you have like register for a newsletter from Electronic Arts, that's pretty cool. And then you have this like EA Studios type of like brochure of showing all the other games that are coming out, and like Wing Commander, Road Rash, a lot of different stuff like that, which pretty nice copy to find. I like finding really nice copies so they can have all that extra goodness, all the extra goodies inside. Really like all the little extra cool goodies with these games. Not too expensive, just people don't know about this one. I definitely need a better copy of the long box version, but it was a gift, so thank you so much for giving me this. Slam and Jam 96 with Magic and Kareem. On here it says Slam and Jam 96, right? On the jewel case, it says Slam and Jam Signature Edition. So I guess when they were phasing out the long box, they had to redo this one and just like, okay, just make this a signature edition. It was an okay basketball game. It wasn't the best, but it's what we had, and it was pretty darn good. I don't have every jewel case variant, but I have a lot of the harder ones knocked out. Let me show you a very difficult jewel case to find on the PlayStation. And the last one I'm gonna show you is super hard to find. This is FIFA 96. Almost impossible to find. If you see these at your local game store, pick it up. I can't remember what the last one sold for. I would say over 100 for a sports game, an old sports game, a soccer game, right? But you know how us collectors are. But I found this at Game Exchange for like $9. I like, yeah, I'll buy it. I mean, I knew what I was looking for because I've been looking for this for the past like 2 years. And I found it about like 6 months ago. Static, I was super happy that I found this because most PlayStation collectors are looking for this one. So look out for that one. The final three, right? Whoo, this is crazy. Now this one is under $100, but it's kind of hard to find. So we got Tekken, right? You got the jewel case version and you got the long box version. Jewel case version, around about $50 to $80 to find. You can find this online a lot, right? The cardboard version, but also, I don't have it yet, but they have a variant of Tekken in the jewel case long box version. And on top of that, they got a greatest hits version of Tekken. Let me show you, because I know somebody in the comments, you don't have the greatest hits version, do you? Well, that's why I'm doing the PlayStation Pursuit, because I'm getting every greatest hits on PlayStation through the PSP. But as you can check right here, boom. Black label, harder to find, easy to find. They are pretty pricey because it's a good game. It is Tekken. Tekken is an amazing fighting game. We have Doom. Long box, sometimes between like $50 and $100. It's weird pricing with that. But Doom right here, the jewel case variant of Doom, it's ridiculous. It's like $200 to $300. Seriously, like crazy. And what's even crazier, some people try to price the $200, $300 with this. So don't be fooled. This is round about under 100. Unfortunately, this is round about 2 to something. I did a trade with somebody on this, so, and some cash on top of it. I think I traded like Castlevania Chronicles and like $150 cash, something like that. Y'all, this is crazy rare. And you can find it on eBay, but it's hard to find. And then on top of that, right, this Doom has a variant of the long box, and this has a greatest hits. So don't be fooled. This is just very crazy, y'all. Very crazy. All right, so in this last one, I think the jewel case variant of this game is super rare. I haven't seen this game in like about 5 years. I don't see it often. I see it at shows for a stupid high price, but I got this at a show and I did a trade for it. The video probably already came out about it. If it haven't, it will be coming out soon. But let's talk about it. Mortal Kombat 3. The long box version of Mortal Kombat 3, about 50 bucks. The jewel case variant, which they didn't make that many of, $600 to $1,000. Depending on condition, how many online, where you're buying it at, this game is crazy rare. And what's rare about it is the instruction booklet in the case. Because if you see right here, look, the games are the same. That's how crazy collecting is. Now I know a lot of y'all saying, oh, that's too much money, and you absolutely right. I would not pay that money for this, but I did do a trade. Like I said, if you haven't seen the video yet or it's out, I did trade one of my greater games. Go figure out which one I did in the video. This is crazy, right? These long box variant is a special subset of a subset. The reason why PlayStation did this, they stopped doing the long boxes and then they switched over to jewel cases, where some of the best selling long box games made into a jewel case. Now, I don't understand, you know, the soccers and all the EA sports games, but a lot of the EA sports games are hard to find and expensive. You know, nobody bought a lot of sports games back then. I hope you enjoyed this video about, you know, long box secrets. So when I do finish this long box set, I will have an updated video. And always remember to do it the right way. See you next time.